never be satisfied. Blame the divine. Eventually they'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I believe you? What if I go on, give it your all tonight? You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away, blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. You can say anything you like. Go and give it your all. You can say anything you like. Go and give it your all. What if I believed you? What if I could? Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away, blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. Go and give it your all tonight. Oh. That's not it.
The fire fades, drawn from the storm's embrace. A curse has been placed on me, seeking the shore, drifting away from the world as the darkness encircles me. Now I see that you suffocate me. I know you'll never break me. You will never break me. Illusions fade, tempter I must set aside. No longer can I not see. Through all of the pushing and crushing, storm subsides, forced down by will alone.
From the summer nights to the pouring rain, I shared a drink or two with a hurricane. I'll never forget those nights you said this was forever. I can't believe the last 10 years, a couple broken hearts and a burned out fear of the unknown. But we can sleep on the train ride home. But I found peace in the storm of the London sky. And all I ever wanted was to feel alive. For the first time I spent my evening chasing a runaway nice to know I can take a minute before I go. On the pavement outside the station, September's never been so cold. I spent my evening chasing the runaways as they slow dance through the storm. And in the quiet of the morning, I heard the stories of a stranger's heart. Did you ever make it home? I always kinda wonder if the saints of the city life are comfortable at all. Years from now, I still think of the moments spent by the river, and I wish I could tell myself that I'm just not afraid. I spend my evening chasing the runaways as they slow dance through the storm. And in the quiet of the morning, I heard the stories of a stranger's heart. Did you ever make it home? I always kinda wonder if the saints of the city life.
Welcome to Wisco_TV, getting ready to kick it off with the National Racing Club, their Dirt Midget League. As qualifying is underway, drivers are already out there on the racetrack. A quick 3-minute qualifying session for these guys as everyone tries to get around this place. Fastest lap is there to your left, the far right number. That is our last lap time right now. Mr. Tyler Schell is up there on the top of the charts as everyone else trying to get around Lyman Land. On board with Mason Inman right now, the number 7 machine. Back in P14, comes across the line. Does he advance? Yes, he does. Mason Inman to the top of the race charts. Then the number 7 4-banger of an engine that these things have. Tyler Schell moves back to P2. Jared moves up to the top of the charts now. That number 8 machine, Jake Sonatag, knocks out Tyler Schell outside of the top 3. Here comes Todd Brandon, the number 45 machine, down the back, shooting into turns number 3 and 4. Can he advance out of his first time? He gets a little loose, loads up that right rear tire. Coming across the line to 17.7. Does he advance? No, he does not. Holds at 17.7 and inside the top 8. As everyone has came across the race line, qualifying is over with. And the man that's going to be on the starting top spot, it's going to be Jared Geets, the number 8 machine, at 12.479. Hopefully I say that last name right. Mason Inman at P2. Hopefully he has a better night in these things than he did last night. They're in the Outlaw Sprint Car Series 410s. Last night at Whimsco Speedway for the NARC League. Jake Sonatek, 3rd. Tyler Schell, 4th. And then Jeremy Prey rounding out the top 5. Wade Fields covered him quite a bit in these non-wing stuff. That number 71 machine, the driver that's sitting 6th quickest. Always pretty quick. We'll see if he can move himself up through these heat races. Only 19 drivers here tonight at Lyman Land Motorsport Park. So everybody should be making it to the Mac Daddy show. Here's the little bit of race info, a little bit of track info for you. Lyman Land Motorsports Park, like I said, track length just click over a quarter mile. 0.27 mile racetrack, temperature 70 degrees. The guy that's winning this thing for the NARC Dirt and Midget Series Points Championship is It's going to be Jared Geets, the guy that qualified on the top spot, the number 8 car. Isaac Sorensen is back. He's actually tied with him, so we have a tie for the top spot. Tyler Schell's 3rd, Jake Sonatek 4th, Bruce Klingen rounding out the top 5 there in the championship points run. And this is going to be the starting grid for Heat Race number 1. The guy that's leading the championship, driving out of Pennsylvania, the number 8 machine. Jared Geets will be there on the top spot. Tyler Schell to the outside of him in that number 85 car. Winner of last night's 410 sprint car. Main's driver out of the crazy state of California, the number 89 machine. He'll be starting in the inside of the second row with Larry Foster starting on that P4 spot outside of that second row. Tim Alton from the frozen land up north. We all call Canada, rounding out the top 5. Justin Sherman, P6. Brent Hagan rounding out that 7th spot. These things will go quick. 10 laps, midget cars, 4 cycle engines. 7 cars out there on the raceway. Top 4 will advance. Everyone else fight their way through the lower mains, but I'm pretty sure everybody will advance straight to the A main show when it's all said and done. Pate's truck is off, side by side, wheel to wheel. 4 midget racing action underway. Side-by-side battle for a quick bid. That's Tyler Schell back in P2. Jared leads the field back down into turn 1 as everybody wheels and deals. Well, right now, it's all the number 8 machine. Larry Foster just grabs P3. Larry Foster in the all-orange car, the number 17. Slip of the grid there, coming through the apex. And look at this, racing one guy upside down, end over end. One guy backed up, 3 cars was spinning out. Justin Sherman squeaked right through that mess there, that double O machine. He's riding on that 4th spot. Now Mace, P5. Tim Alton is going to be 6th, and Brent Hagan rounding out the race field. And then all John Deere run like a deer car, the number 95 car. As we're halfway home, the mama this time by, and then Jared is still leading this thing coming out of turn 4. Outside shot of the raceway. Everybody all single filed out, so we'll go ahead and take a look at exactly what happened with that crash. Three cars. Synchronized spinning almost. Back to live mode, back to race mode. Best lap times are up there on your race screen now. 12.635 for our race leader. Pulling away as well. Tyler Schell still trying to hold back P2, but Larry Foster slowly catching up to that back bumper now. As Larry Foster just hits the inside tractor tires, he pops a wheelie here at Lyman, and he comes across the line with only 2 laps to go. And now Justin Sherman, the roles are reversed. The double O machine has a little bit of something left in that setup. As they come out of turn 4, white flag is being shown to the race field. Battle for 3rd place is on. Larry Foster in the all-orange car has it down the back, shooting into turns 3 and 4. Larry bottom side. Justin Sherman tries to ride that middle side. Nothing there for him. As a checker flag waves, that's going to be the top 4. Mace, P5, Brent, 6, and then Tim coming across the racing line here on Heat Race number 1, back in that 7th spot. Outside shot of the raceway here. A little bit of sunlight still. Track lights are on though. When the sun goes completely down and the moon goes completely up. Whole different vibe. We only got 6 cars in this heat race. As everybody is gridded up, this is how the grid is going to line up. Mason Inman there on the top spot with the number 7 car. My apologies. Jeremy Bray to the outside with Wrath Racing, then the 117. Dirt Midget. Todd Brandon, the 45 driver out of California. He'll be starting up in the inside of the second row with Bruce Klingen to the outside of the second row with elbows up. Sim Sports, then a number 21 car. Joshua Berkey, the number 14 driver out of the Midwest. He'll be rounding out the top 5. And Tim Burner, the number 19, driver out of just the west. Don't know exactly where, just outside of the west there. Pace truck pulling off this time by. Will be going green to flag racing. Pace truck is off side by side. Mason Inman leading this thing. Jeremy Prey to the outside. Inman shoots off like a rocket. Jeremy Prey was not quite ready, and we're off to the races there for heat race number 2. Bruce Clayton looking quite strong. A little bit loose coming out of turn 4 there. Kind of misses line into that slick coming out of turn 2 now as he tries to get down the back straightaway. Jeremy Prey, the driver that is in second place. Now 1:17 has the quickest lap time, and he is all over the back bumper now of Mason Inman. As they come out of turn 4 right down the front straightaway, or down the back stretch. My apologies, into turns 3 and 4 now. Jeremy Prey has closed up on our race leader, Mason Inman, halfway home to mama this time by Inman. Slowly moves up the racetrack, and he bails down from that inside bottom line now. Todd still back in P4. A little bit of side-by-side battle back here with Tim Burner, and then Joshua Berkey. Joshua Berkey with a big-time slide job there on the number 90. That 39 car, the all-blue car, as these guys gonna swap spots some more. Tim Burner gets that spot back. That is all for the 5th and 6th spot as those guys trying to battle it out. We're working lap 7 of 10 now. Back up front, Mason Inman, still our race leader. Has led from lap 1 all the way to lap 8. Can he hold on? Gap is up there on your race screen now. He has a half a second race lead over Jeremy Prey. Bruce Clayton about the highest car next to the outside wall there in the all-blue 21 car. Trying to build up as much momentum as he possibly can down the back chutes as he wheels and deals down into turns 3. Almost puts that thing next to the outside wall. White flag is going to wave. Jeremy Prey slowly closed up. A little bit of slip of the grip coming out of the apex of turn 2 there. And for the last time into turns 3 and 4, coming home to the checkered flag is going to be the number 7 car. The 117 of Jeremy Prey and Bruce Clingan rounding out the top 3. Todd 4th, Tim 5th, and then Joshua Berkey rounding out that 6th spot. Heat race number 3 is about to get lined up and get gridded up. This will be our final heat race until we advance on, I believe, to the B main. Thinks what we're going to go straight shoot for. And here's going to be the starting lineup for heat race number 3 and the final heat race for the National Auto Racing Club Dirt and Midget League. Jake Sonatag there on the top spot in the number 3 car, trying to get that thing to turn right. Wade Fields with Indy Race Parts Esports, the number 71 car. He'll be starting on the outside of the front row. Ryan Wagenschultz, the number 66, driver out of Michigan. He'll be starting in P3. And Thomas Brandon, they're the number 35 car with SSR Elite Sim Racing, rounding out that second row. Todd, the number 94 machine, rounding out P5. Then you have Kenny with SSR Elite Sim Racing, the number 65 machine, rounding out that last and final spot. And then the number 67 car. Green flag will be waving this time by as the pace truck will pull off here in turns 3 and 4. And the field is left all by themselves here at Lima Land. Green flag waves and we're off to the races once again. Final heat races up. Jake Sonatag, Wade Fields still 1-2. Ryan Wagenschultz, he's up to P3. That's where he started. Thomas Brandon, 4th place. That's where he started. And then these two guys going to duke it out. That is Kenny Hoppin next to the outside wall. Todd going to try and take his line away. Kenny Hoppin had to hit the brakes quite hard. So Kenny Hoppin in the all-white car. Todd there in the middle car, that number 94. And then Ryan Wagenschultz all in that red and black car. Back up front we go. Jake Sonatag still leading this thing. Inside line, still looking very fast. But that middle sideline looks like it's slowly coming into play. A lot more grip into the entry of turn 3 than there is into turn 1. Wade Phil's doing a very good job of keeping to that back bumper of that number 3 car. Sonatag shot out like a rocket, left everybody behind as Thomas Brennan has now cracked the top 3. Brennan trying to work the bottom side, trying to get as much grip those rear wheels as he possibly can. Laps are winding down. Can he catch up to these guys? Wade Phil's the driver that's kind of right there in front, almost kind of diamond cutting off of these corners. Back through the pack though, still gonna be Ryan Wagenshaw's P4, Todd 5th, and then Kenny Hoffman trying to figure his way around Limaland Motorsports Park. He's rounding out the race field back in the 6th spot. Last lap times up there on your race screen. A race leader up in the 12-second range, a 12.7 for him. The 66 of Ryan Wagenshaw's closed up on that back bumper of Thomas Brandon, the number 35 car. Ryan trying to let it all hang out there on the high side. Slight diamond cut down the back chute for the final time, and then turns 3 and 4. Thomas bottom side. Ryan to the high side. Drag race to the line. It's going to be Thomas Brandon coming home there in the 3rd spot. Ryan Wagenshaw's gave it all he's got, just 1 lap too short. He'll be coming home in that 4th spot. Final results for heat race number 3 is up there on your screen now. B-Main racing time.
From the summer nights to the pouring rain, I shed a drink or two in a hurricane.
Everybody gonna adjust their setups just a quiet bit for a quick second. Throw the green flag, see how the dominoes fall. Kind of a weird, kind of a one lane dominant is what I've been seeing here. Bottom side's AK about 1 lane up from the bottom side. A lot of diamond cutting is going on. Throw it in a little bit hard and then just kind of diamond cut from the apex off. We'll see if the track changes at the end of this B main. But man, I would really like to see this track get all the way next to the outside wall. Will it happen? I don't know. But it'd be cool to see. As a B main field starts rolling off, 7 cars, 10 laps. Everybody will advance. Here's going to be the race grid for the National Racing Club. Makes the number 89 machine. He'll be there on the top spot with Tim Burner to the outside of him. Todd 3rd, Brent 4th. Joshua rounding out the top 5, Kenny Hoppen P6, and then Tim Alton. That was a driver that got into a wreck there in heat race number 1, I believe. He'll be starting in that last and final spot here in the B main. Back down the 7th spot. We'll see if Tim can try to move up. Green flag waves. Mace left as soon as he possibly could. That pace truck made a left-hand turn. Then he just hit the gas pedal. Todd, he hit the inside berms. He cuts down. And there's one guy flipping now. That's Joshua Berkey right in front of Tim Alton. Mace, Todd, this is Tim Burner, the guy that's in 3rd, Kenny Hoppen, trying to get that thing right rear tire next to the outside wall. Down the front stretch as they wheel and deal down in the turns 3 and 4 now. Outside lane is slowly coming into play as a lot of these drivers are slowly starting to figure it out. These drivers are slowly starting to move up to the high and scary side. But right now it is all Mace, and he is stuck down there to the bottom side being dedicated down there as he enters in and turns 3 and 4 right in the slick. And look at Todd giving it all she's got, ripping up those RPMs and just letting the momentum carry him down these straightaways. Last lap time up there on your race screen, a 13.0 for a race leader. Todd, a 13.1 as they come across the race line. That number will update as Kenny Hoffman just runs the fastest lap time out there as Hoffman is up to the 3rd spot now. bottom side for the 89 car of Mays. He sees these guys there in his rearview mirrors, has yet to move up next to the outside wall. He is being dedicated. He trusts that bottom side will work out, but here comes a 94 machine of Todd side by side as they enter in turn number 1. Kenny Hoppin doing having a very good run for himself down the back chute, but the sand in the hourglass is slowly starting to go away for him. And back up front we go as a white flag is being showed. For the final time, down the back straightaway, what will Mace do? Back down to the bottom side. Will he try the slide job? No, he won't. And then Todd try to rip it to the high side. The number 94 machine is going to steal the B main show. Todd was carrying the momentum there to the high side as best he possibly could. And it all worked out for him. So these guys that are in the A main show, do they take notice? Do they write down notes? Will they make a setup change? We'll find out. As warm-up is underway, these guys will have a quick warm-up session trying to dial in these machines a little bit more. The best lap time will be the first number, and then the last lap time will be there on the far right-hand side. As a checkered flag is just about to wave here for the warm-up session as we get all ready to rock and roll for the Mac Daddy Show. Top of the charge there, warm-up is going to be Jared Gates. 12.735 is his quickest lap time, but you can see just how much this track has actually fallen off. Fastest lap times up there in the 12.7, 12.8 range. Right now, they're running in the 13-second range on their latest lap, so keep that in mind. Well, these guys in this track will carry over. So will these guys make a setup change before they hop into these four-cycle machines? Regardless, we'll all find out how the dominoes will fall. But right now, it's time to get ready for the A main show. 19 drivers will be making the race start here at Lima Land Motorsport Park. And here's going to be the starting grid for the National Auto Racing Club. Midget Dirt Series, Jared Geets, driver out of Pennsylvania, the number 8 machine. He'll be starting on the top spot with Mason Inman to the outside. Jake Sonatag third, and then the two-time winner here for the Midget Dirt League is Tyler Schell. He'll be running out the fourth spot. Jeremy Prey P5, Wade Field 6, Larry Foster and Bruce Klingen will be making up that fourth row. Fifth row, give that to Thomas Brandon inside, Justin Sherman outside, both SSR Sim Racing drivers. Todd and Ryan back there in 11th and 12th spot. 13th and 14th, give that to Todd and Mace. Kenny Hoppin back in the 15th, Brent Hagan 16th, Joshua Berkey, Tim Byrne, and then Tim Alton running that last and final 19th spot here in the Mac Daddy Show. Next time by, the green flag will be waving. Who is your pick? Who will come out on top? Will be a two-time winner of Tyler Schell, or is it the points leader of Jared Geets on the top spot? Stacked up, packed up, green flag is out, and we are racing, and we might be wrecking, and we are. Man, I thought I timed that perfect. I thought I build up enough, and that is Tyler Schell there to the on his side. And if he goes into the pits, his night is done, and his night has just officially is over. And Thomas Brandon in the pits as well. Then the number 35 machine has the worst racing luck this past month, coming into this month as well. He's out. Wade Fields is in the pits as well. So 3 drivers started with 19. Only 16 drivers are left. What happened? I have no idea. We're all about to find out, though. Yellow flag waved. We'll go ahead and click this guy's name. This is what happened. Getting ready for the race start. The inside row guy could not get that thing to turn left whatsoever. So single file restart. Green flag out. Jared, top spot. Mason Inman, P2. Jake Sonatag, third. Jeremy Prey, then Larry Foster, all rounding out the top 5. Almost a quick battle back here for the third spot. Sonatag has it, the 117 car. Jeremy Prey wants it as Jeremy looks down to the inside. Couldn't make nothing happen there. Gyro mode. Down the front stretch as everyone wheels and deals. That's first, second, and third place right in front of Jeremy Prey. Larry Foster rounding out the top 5 still as we get back down into turns number 3 and 4. Tyler Schell back out there on the raceway. So there in the B main, the outside lane was definitely the fast way around this place. We see one guy trying to rip the lip around this. That is Bruce Klingen. He's up to the 6th spot. He has moved up 2 spots, almost finds himself 3 wide for a slight bit outside of Justin Sherman. And they are 3 wide into the apex of turns 1 and 2 by the 21 machine of Bruce Klingen trying to rip the high side here at Lima Land Motorsports Park, and it's actually kind of working out for him. Getting massive runs down the back straightaway. Now into turns 3 and 4. Last lap time up there on your race screen, Bruce Klingon ran a 13.466 back in the 8th spot, our race leader. He's out of 13 flat. Jake Sonatag actually was the fastest driver out there on the raceway. He's back to the 3rd spot. Back down in the turns 3 and 4. It's all Jared, as now Jake Sonatag slowly starts moving up next to the outside wall. Gap is up there on your race screen as well. A 1-second race lead for Jared over Mason Inman. Hard charger as of right now. It's all Brent Hagan. Run like a deer, 95. Run like a deer. He has cracked up the top 10. Has Todd there right behind him trying to take his line away. But right now, Brent Hagan, our hard charger, moving up 6 spots. Next guy on the list is going to be Tim Alton. He is now our hard charger there in that iRacing number 4 car. Tim Alton's moved up 7 spots, but way back there in the race field, still needing to move up a couple spots. Back up front we go. Here's our race leader about to catch the tail end of the race field down the front straightaway and into turns 3. Lap traffic, or about to be lap traffic. All 3 of those guys are next to the outside wall. Does our race leader see that as he trying to adjust? Next lap will be halfway home to mama next time by. Track map up there on your race screen as well. Jared will have to slice and dice through traffic. And that is Tim Burner about to go a lap down. Tim to the bottom side. Jared, our race leader, runs that middle side. He gets around lap traffic, no problem. Tim Burner pulls that machine back into the pits. 14 drivers out there on the raceway now as Tim pulls into the pits. Tyler Shell being shown 3 laps down. He is out there on the racetrack though. Swip swapping for the 8th and 9th spot. Klingon still next to the outside wall, the high and scary side, still trying to make up spots. Does he get around Ryan Wagenschultz? Yes, he does this time by. So Bruce moved that driver up to 8th spot. That is exactly where he started. He did move back a slight bit at the beginning of the race. Got back to where he started. We'll see if he can move up a couple more spots. Justin Sherman still running up in the 6th spot. Todd Brandon back in the 7th. Almost 10 laps this time by. Lap traffic. Could that be coming into play? Jared has a 1.3 second lead. We'll see if lap traffic hurts that speed, and we'll see if Mason Inman can close up on him. Race leader having to switch up his lines, but man, he's still pulling away. A 1.3 second lead. He's holding that gap. Next up to go a lap down, that is Joshua Berkey, all the way next to the outside wall. Our race leader inside tractor tires, almost a slide job for our race leader. As Mason Inman battles out with Tyler Shell there. A lap car, side by side down the front straightaway. Jared holding a gap just well. Jake Sonatag back to P3, has a lot of open room to run though. Jeremy Prey, P4, and Larry Foster all rounding out the top 5. For race number 5, 5 laps to go. And I believe our race leader, he now has a wide open racetrack for a little bit, almost about a full straightaway until the next lap car comes into play. And this guy's just hoping there is no caution whatsoever. Outside shot of the raceway as everybody's fighting tooth and nail. And that bottom side is completely gone now as everybody is moving up next to the outside wall. And our race leader side by side with Brent Hagan. Trying to get around lap traffic. Does he? Yes, he does. Slows him up, though. Mason Inman closes up now. 3 laps to go still. Into turns 3 and 4 goes our race leader. Gets around lap traffic. Sorry, that was Mason Inman that was battling out race traffic. This is our race leader of Jared. Almost a caution for that number 89 machine. He got crazy loose as a white flag is being shown. Jake Sonatag, P3, trying to hold on to that podium spot. He has a pretty good gap over 4th place. So coming to the checkered flag is going to be Jarrett, the number 8 machine, led lap 1 all the way to lap 31. Mason Inman P2, and then Jake Sonatag coming home with a very, very strong 3rd place finish for that number 3 car. Only one caution flag, and that happened right at the start. Everything else kind of just got spread out. 11 cars finished on the lead lap. 12th place on back either finished the lap down and or out of this race. As we'll jump into the Discord page, trying to talk to the top 3 drivers here as they take the good old classic iRacing photo shoot. So after my apologies, after 30 laps. 30 laps completed. Race number 5 is completed for the National Auto Racing Club Dirt Midget Series. A driver that's going to be starting that finish there in 3rd spot is Jake Sonatag. And Sonatag, man, only one caution, and then after that, man, it was green flag racing.
Yeah, it was good racing. Track wasn't terribly slick, so it was definitely hard to pass. And then once you got into lap traffic, it was kind of defense mode a little bit, trying to stay out of everybody's way, but also trying to get around everybody to catch back up to the top 2 there.
Hindsight definitely looked like that was a fast way around at the closing laps. Did that bottom side just completely go away?
Well, I don't think the bottom went completely away, but with how I set up my car, it started out pretty good on the bottom, but I couldn't keep it down there consistently, so I kind of moved up to the middle and kind of ran like a little bit of a slider line almost.
Well, man, congratulations here on the podium spot for the NARC Dirt Midget League. Congratulations, man, here at Limaland Motorsports Park, too, man. A very tough track to get around. You got any shout-outs that you'd like to give?
I just want to thank NARC for putting on this league. It's a fun league to race. You can always know you're going to have a good time out there. And then I also want to thank Tommy Brandon and the teams, Team SSR and SSR Elite. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Very cool, man. Well, hopefully we'll catch you next week.
All right, thank you.
Jake Sonatag coming home in that 3rd and last podium spot. The driver that's going to win this thing is going to be Jared, and dude, led from lap 1 all the way to lap 30.
Yeah, tonight I was just hooked up and really fast, and the track kind of worked out in my favor. I could run the middle at the beginning of the race, and then towards the end it started to slick off and go around the top, and I had a good setup.
Set the fastest lap time. Pretty sure you won your heat race. You're leading the points here in the NARC Dirt Midget League. And looks like tonight, man, you are going to pick up your 2nd win of this series.
Yeah, I like racing with these guys. It's a great competition, and it's definitely hard to win. So
you have 2 wins. Average start is 2nd and average finish is 2nd. You was actually tied coming into the points here with Isaac Soros, but no show for that car, so I don't know how the drop weeks and all that, man, works, but congratulations for a win. Next race is going to be some, I believe, 410 non-wings. Are you going to be entered in that?
I will not. I'm not very good in non-wing sprint cars. So.
Well, man, congratulations here on this race win. You got any shout-outs that you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone at 129 Racing, SSR for putting this up, and Trent Pullman Designs.
Very cool, man. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Jared coming home in that top spot, leading from lap 1 all the way to lap 31, or actually lap 30. So congratulations to that guy. Here's the final race results up there on your race screen right now. That's how everything is going to stack up. And man, points are tight up in the top 3 for these guys. Race number 5 is in the books. They move on to race number 6. Top 3, Jared Mason. No interview from Mr. Inman there. Jake Sonentag 3rd, and Jeremy Prey 4th. Larry Foster rounding out the top 5. No, I didn't talk much about Larry Foster there. That 17 car kind of just had a quiet night, ran his own race. Foster moved up 2 spots, started in 7th, moved up to 5th. Justin Sherman back to 6th spot. And then Todd, he finished there in the 7th. 9th place, Ryan Wagenschultz and Tim Alton rounding out the top 10. The hard charge of the night, though, is going to go to that number 4 car of Tim Alton, the driver from Canada. Moving up 9 spots in that 4-banger Midget car of his. And the finish in the top 10. It's pretty solid. 3 drivers get knocked out. 3 very fast drivers get knocked out before they come across the start-finish line. Wondered how that was all going to work out. But that's it. Next race coming up in about 30 minutes. We'll be back live. 410 non-wing action. Hold on to those suckers. Make sure you guys tune back in at Wisco_TV. You guys can catch it here on Facebook and or YouTube, live on both, archived on both as well. I think Facebook updated their policy. I think they only archive it for like 14 days. Somewhere along those lines. But you can catch all my races. All the replays are on they're on YouTube. Watch them live and watch all the replays on full-on 1080p action. Next race coming up soon. Everyone take care. Stay safe. We'll talk to you guys hopefully in about 30 minutes.